Okay. So this is gonna be my first video back after like a couple years. I kind of wanted to. I don't know. I stopped doing YouTube. I'm gonna try this again though. So first video back. Let's see. As you can already tell from the title, we're gonna be talking about how I ended up choosing not to mess with fireworks because recently we had New Year's, so I might as well do it. Um, yeah. So, couple years back, I had been spending the week with my uncle. He stays in Lake Charles, Louisiana. I had been spending the week with him. New Year's was like about a couple weeks away, so I stayed there with him for about a month or so, something like that. And then New Year's came. We had already done all of our fireworks shopping, like always. We always go fireworks shopping at least a month, I think like a week or so earlier, and then go buy and get a bunch of fireworks. It was something about today that threw the whole day off, just entirely. I had a feeling in the back of my mind something was gonna go wrong, but I didn't want to think about it. I was like, man, New Year's, nothing ever goes wrong on New Year's. We got the adults here. We about to go watch some fireworks go off. Was I wrong? This year, my parents had bought, I think, if I remember correctly, it was about like four of those big boxes of fireworks. Like, big old boxes. Like, I was about maybe 5 foot, and that was like a third of my body, how big those boxes was. Some big old boxes. They bought like three of them, four of them. So we had a bunch of stuff to go playing with. We got the small fireworks out of the way. You got to you got to mess with the Roman candles. I know everybody at least once in their life then sat there and did the stupid gangster pose with some Roman candles, talking about put them up, or tried to shoot them behind your head or some shit. You everybody at least once in their life then done some stupid with some Roman candles. But that's not where the problem lies. We was all just enjoying ourselves. We had sparklers. We was spelling our names and shit. The fun stuff. But yeah, that's where the fun ended. Well, not just yet. We still had the little, thing thrown on the floor. Kept throwing them at people's feet. I remember I took like a handful of them and threw them at my cousin's feet. Boy, jumped. Fun times. But then we got to the big fireworks. Things were going smoothly at first. We got a couple good fireworks out of the way, a little mesmerizing. At the time, I was like, ooh, fireworks. But I was like, I really just like the explosion. I don't like the colors, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people in here be like, oh, the colors are so pretty. I can care less about the colors. It's the explosion that entertains me. Not to say I'll be like that one guy who grows up to make pipe bombs or some shit, but the explosion is what captivated me every time. I just love the idea of looking at something blow up. I don't know why. I enjoy it. No, I'm not gonna grow up and make pipe bombs, but and no, I'm not gonna blow up entire buildings. But it was the idea of watching that explosion that was just, oh my god, amazing. Like I said, a couple of them got real good, and then I decided, let me go light a firework. That's where I made a big mistake. So I got one of the fireworks. If you know, they got the little tube. You light the fire, you put the firework in there. It's like a little rod. Put it in there, the stem, and you light it. Now see, I had never done this one before, so I had assumed you put it in on the top with the stem on the top. Apparently, that's not how that goes. I lit the firework. It's upside down. And see, now you know how Spider-Man got the Spidey sense, right? See, I don't have a spidey sense, but I got a oh shit sense. Or some of you call it the nigga sense. I sensed something wasn't right. I started to shake for a second. I was like, wait a minute, something's not right. What? Now, mind you, the firework is like 15 feet in front of me. I'm basically right in front of the door, right when the firework exploded. And it didn't go up. I already knew what was happening. I ran to the bushes, not to the door, to the bushes. But see, keyword, run. Again, it's come up. Here's why. Everyone else had ran for the bushes, or everyone else had basically went for cover. I got hit in the arm and another time in the leg. Nice little burns. I had clothes on, like I had joggers on, thick joggers like I always do. So it just basically hit my jogger. It went through a little bit and burnt my jogger. I had to get rid of those joggers. But hey, at least I was, in perfect pieces. And I got hit in the arm. I still have the scar, like right up here somewhere. But see, like I said, I ran and got away from it, so I didn't get the blunt of the force. My cousin Tyreek, though. Oh, Tyreek, poor Tyreek. We love you, Tyreek, but God, did you have to stand there? I say this because my cousin Tyreek, sometimes I wonder if everything's all right up there. I love him. I love his mom. Great people. Great family. But, he stood there for like the first 15 feet. Those fireworks blast that made it up to 10 feet. And he stood there with no reaction, no movement, nothing. Just stood there. And, yeah, he stood there. And when he finally decided to react, he tried to go for the door. Mind you, see, I was in front of the door. So if I did want to go for the door, I could have turned around, opened the door, went inside. I wouldn't have been affected. Him, on the other hand, he didn't have that same privilege at all. He was about 8 feet away from the door. See, this is where I was. This is the door. This is me. I'm right here. I'm covering the door. This is the door. This is Tyreek. This man, like, right over here. And he tried to run with only 5 feet remaining between the blast and him. Mind you, my cousin Tyreek is not that fast, so I think we can all tell how that went. He didn't get done too bad, but he did get hit in the face. And I think if you look at him now, you can visibly see the scar. It's like right on his cheek. And see, at first, none of us noticed at all. I didn't notice. None of us noticed. It wasn't until his mom came outside, because he had went inside crying, I guess. I'm guessing. I don't know. He went inside. He basically told his mom. His mom came out there, and I was like, oh, the parrot is here. And then she says, who blew up that last firework? And I was like, oh, shit. Yeah, about that. That was me. Like, before anybody could even consider snitching on me, I was like, all right, let's see where this goes. That was me. And then she brought him outside. And I took a look at his face and I said, oh my God. I'm sorry. Like, I didn't know what else to say. And she got to yelling and fussing at me. Until this day, I have a good laugh about it. We laugh about it. But I'm like, that day, I was terrified. My parents weren't there at the time. They stayed in, I think they went to Opelousas to go spend time with my dad's side of the family. So they weren't in Lake Charles when that happened. If they were not. It wasn't to my knowledge, because like I told you prior to that, I had spent the entire week there. I ran into the room to my uncle in the lobby to stay in and basically cried. I'm not gonna lie. I cried, not because I was scared I was getting beat, not because I was scared that I was in trouble, but because I had hurt the little kid. I had hurt my cousin, and I was like all types of upset with myself. I was like, God, I hurt somebody. Maybe I should never do this again. I went and did it again. Very next year. Um, this time we blew it up, and I actually did catch the full force of it. And this was basically me saying, okay, can't ever do this again. I had wore a thin polo that year, and when it exploded, it went directly at me. The fact that my face was unscathed mesmerizes me till this day. The firework came directly at me on my chest. Hit me here, 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 here. I had a burn up here, burned here. I was covered in burns. I looked like an oversized pepperoni pizza. I was just covered in burns. The only place that it didn't touch was my face. And I took that as like the universe getting payback for my cousin. I was like, God damn, I got lit up. The difference was between my cousin and me. That wasn't. It was like, oh, okay. It didn't affect me as much as it affected him because I mean I'm used to taking pain like that, so it was like, oh, okay. Let me just go in the house, get some water. I took me a nice little shower, you know. Went in the house, hopped on my cousin's PS4. I mean, hopped on my cousin's Xbox because I was like, I'm done. Ever since then, I've never lit another firework. Not by myself, at least. I don't light fireworks anymore. I don't play with fireworks. If I do, it's the smaller ones. I might light maybe one firework. I don't mess with fireworks because I can't trust myself. I feel like, and I don't even feel like I'm in response to it. I feel like it's just bad luck. I feel like I just have really bad luck when it comes down to explosives. Can't mess with them. That's why I couldn't be a part of a bomb squad. They're gonna be like, defuse the bomb. I'll be like, sir, I don't think you want me to defuse that bomb. You better get Frank to do it, because I'm not gonna be able to pull that off. But you trained for this. Yeah, so did he. If I do this, we're probably all gonna die. That's just putting that out there. Don't let me do it. We're all gonna die. Let Frank do it. I can't be the. If I was to be a part of a bomb squad, I feel like my bad luck would kick in. I'm gonna cut the wrong wire or something. I'm gonna defuse the wrong thing. And we all gonna be looking like cartoon characters flying all the way back. Then we gonna get plattered against the wall. We gonna have a closed casket funeral fucking with me. It's just facts. But yeah, that is why I don't mess with fireworks. I can't. I refuse to ever mess with fireworks again because of it. I mean, I can watch them. You know, the explosion still entertains me. It's like I said, it was never anything else as the explosion. It entertains me. Yeah. So no fireworks for me.